It is crunch time in the Championship promotion race as Leicester and West Brom walk out into a packed King Power Stadium for another nerve-shredding 90 minutes. 3 points today will take the Foxes top and potentially to within one more win of the Premier League. But West Brom have their own battle to secure a top 6 spot. You cannot underestimate the importance of this match. A bright, sunny, early Saturday afternoon. There's a chill in the air though, and you can feel the sense of anticipation amongst the 30,000 people inside King Power Stadium. Team news for Leicester. Well, Enzo Maresca said yesterday that key trio, Ricardo, Keane and Dewsbury Hall and Jamie Vardy were all doubts. The good news, all three are in the matchday squad. Ricardo's on the bench, but Vardy and Dewsbury Hall both start. Connor Cody and Hamza Chowdhury come into the 11 alongside Vardy. That's the 3 changes from the team that began at Plymouth 8 days ago. It means that Cody, Vestergaard and Fast start together for the first time since Boxing Day at Ipswich. So it's Mads Hermansen in goal, Chowdhury, Cody, Vestergaard and Fast the back 4, Winks, Dewsbury Hall and Ndidi in midfield, with Mavididi and Fatawu either side of Vardy. The Leicester players just hugging each other and heading off towards the South Stand, the Kop, where the Leicester flags are being flown very proudly, and there is not a spare seat in this place already. Sometimes people come in late for 12:30 kickoffs, not this afternoon in the sunshine, as Enzo Maresca sits on the bench. Of course, he began his playing career at today's opponents, West Brom. For West Brom, they're without top scorer Brandon Thomas Asante after his red card in the loss against Sunderland. They make 3 changes from that team. Yann M'Vila and Oke Yokoshlu come into midfield. It's only M'Vila's second start since he joined in February. Captain Jed Wallace is back too, so it looks like winger Grady Diangana will lead the line with no recognised striker in their 11. They have Palmer in goal, Furlong, Bartley, Kipre and Townsend the back 4, Villa and Yokoshlu in central midfield, Wallace, Mowat and Johnston behind Diangana. Well, listen to that noise. And almost everybody inside King Power was asked to bring their scarf today. They've all got them above their heads. The final song has been sung, and here we go. It has come down to the final 4 matches of the season. 3 are here, 1 on the road at Preston. Can Leicester take care of their own business over the next 90 minutes? West Brom will get the game underway. Thomas Bramall blows his whistle. The players take the knee. And it will be the Baggies in their famous blue and white striped shirts, white shorts, white socks who get the game underway, kicking towards the South Stand in the first half. Leicester all in blue as Yannick Vestergaard wins the game's first header. It was 2-1 at the Hawthorns on an icy Saturday lunchtime in December. Harry Winks with the goal with almost the last kick of the game. What will happen over the next couple of hours as Hamza Chowdhury steps into midfield to win the ball, and now Abdul Fatawu plays it back to Yannick Vestergaard. And Jerry, looks like West Brom are going to be happy for Leicester to have the ball in these types of areas with Vestergaard, although, as I said, that Jed Wallace went and pressured him.
Yeah, I think you know, you may be right. They may look to, if the press is on, they may look to go and do it. Yeah,
absolutely. Here is Harry Winks, plays it to Yannick Vestergaard, and already, Jerry, I mean, Carlos Corberán must, we see this every week, he must run almost as far as his team out there. He is constantly telling everybody where they need to be. He's done such a good job. They were in the relegation zone when he took over at the start of last season as Leicester play the ball out, and Dewsbury Hall's given it away. What a chance here! And it's missed. Fired over. But that was a major chance for Yokoshlu. Leicester guilty of giving the ball away, and West Brom couldn't punish them. If that's on target, it's probably 1-0 inside 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, he was stranded, wasn't he, as well, with that shot? It's going the wrong way. Mads Hermansen.
One of those who played twice in a week. As the ball goes forward towards Dewsbury Hall, that will drop down into midfield, and it's picked up by an Albion player. And now Furlong's ball up towards Wallace, and Wallace is beyond Vestergaard here, and he's herring towards the edge of the box. Jed Wallace on his right foot, into the box he goes, looks for someone, picks out a teammate. Great chances for West Brom. What a defensive block from Hamza Chowdhury. Mikey Johnston thought he'd scored, and how crucial might that be?
Big moment in the game, wasn't it? Unbelievable goal line start. Hermansen was beaten. Great play from Wallace to pick Mikey Johnston out. Good first touch from him, and a true strike, you have to say, going in that bottom left hand corner. Somehow Chowdhury just gets his foot to it and gets it away to safety.
Here is Hamza Chowdhury, pokes it back to Yannick Vestergaard. Spoke to him before the game. He knew the challenge that awaited Leicester today. It's with Dewsbury Hall. Okay, Yokushlu comes in to nip it away from Wilfred Ndidi and out of play for a throw, which is taken short to Connor Cody. Leicester given away 3 or 4 big opportunities, but West Brom haven't managed to take them. And now here is Mavididi, back to Fass, onto that right foot, dinks in the ball, it's a good one, the flick is good, and it's Ndidi arrives on cue to thump it home for a crucial goal. Leicester might have been behind, but they strike first. The initial save was good, but Wilfred Ndidi, right place, right time. King Power's on its feet. Leicester 1, West Brom 0.
Well, that was the first moment of quality, and it came from Fass of all people. No, Mavididi just rolls the ball back to him. He's about 10 yards outside the edge of the box, and he just curls one in into the danger area. Jamie Vardy gets up the earliest, slight flick on from him, and the keeper goes down. Yeah, little flick from Vardy, he saves it, but he can't get it away to safety. He can't get a hold of it. He's got some ability, the boy, you have to say. And you're thinking, why have Celtic let him go?
Yeah, you are, when you see a performance like this. Now, he fancied the free kick, but Jed Wallace, the captain, who is another who can strike a ball very well, I think looks favourite to hit it. There's a big Leicester wall. Here goes Wallace, and it hits that wall, and it did its job, but then Wallace has won it back, and snapshot pulls it wide. Still 1-0 Leicester.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get it up and down from that kind of distance.
Furlong wanted a free kick as he made his way up the right-hand side. Fass, though, was a little too strong for him, and it's Leicester ball. Throw and taken short. Fass rolls that back to Hermansen, and he gets there just before Alex Mowat did. And he looks long, and Yokushlu, oh, that might be a penalty. It was a heavy touch. Referee has a long think, points to the spot. Vardy fouled. This is a golden chance for 2-0. And what a first half that would be for Leicester City.
You know, seconds before that, we've got our hearts in our mouths, because Walt Fass undersells Mads Hermansen. He does exactly the right thing. A big up and under. Who else but Jamie Vardy is racing on to Yokushlu, tries to control it, and Vardy's just waiting for him. Go on, you control that, I'm going to nip in front of you. He does exactly that. Yokushlu just bundles Jamie Vardy to the ground inside the box. It is a penalty, no doubt about it.
And it's going to be Jamie Vardy to take it. How pivotal is this moment? Here goes Vardy, right footed, hits the post, and it bounces out, and it's still only 1-0 Leicester. Jamie Vardy, having won the penalty, couldn't convert it.
Wow.
But here comes Wilfred Ndidi after West Brom tried to bring it forward. He is forced back, and instead of being 2-0, all of a sudden the atmosphere has slightly turned to one of disappointment and frustration. Fass is fouled, and it is going to be a free kick as we watch the penalty again. Keeper guessed the right way, and it hits the post and bounces away agonisingly for Vardy and Leicester to safety.
Wow, big moment in the game. Applying pressure.
Furlong does have a long throw and he hurls that into the box, and Fatawu wins that first contact, and Hermansen has to pluck it out of the sky under pressure from Diangana, and he did well, Hermansen, and even better, he sent Leicester on their way with a cute little throw out to Fatawu. Fatawu with a wonderful raking pass to Mavididi. Mavididi brings it down, into the box he goes and shoots, and it's just wide. Would have been another brilliant counter-attacking goal from Leicester City. We've seen Mavididi do that all season long. He couldn't quite curl that inside the post for 2-0. Probably the best player on the pitch in the first half, and he's wriggled away from 3 Leicester players, Mikey Johnston, and he's played a very good square pass here to Furlong. Furlong gets into the box, pulls it back to Johnston, he leaves it, it's off the line again from Chowdhury, and then Hermansen saves, and then Chowdhury heads it over the crossbar. That is heroic from Hamza Chowdhury, who has now saved Leicester on 3 occasions, and these might be pivotal moments.
That's great play from West Brom. Good solid shot, comes in. It then drops. You can only part the keeper. It drops to Diangana, and somehow
here comes the corner, swung into that near post. Oh, it's off the bar, and then it's poked wide by Grady Diangana. And how Leicester are still 1-0 up. Well, West Brom won't know. That is another major let-off.
Well, good solid header. Hits the bar. Coming in from Bartley, I think it is. It falls to Diangana, who's 1.5 yards on his right foot. He manages to control it.
When he's on the ball, though, everybody of Leicester persuasion is concerned. That is a lovely line-splitting pass for Dewsbury Hall onto Mavididi. Mavididi here will run at Furlong. It's a wicked ball, and Vardy is millimetres away from scoring. He cannot believe he's not made contact. Mavididi looks to the skies. Somehow, it's still only Leicester 1, West Brom 0.
Again, golden opportunity. He has to fire it in low, he has to fire it in hard. Jimmy Vardy's at the back post. He gets something on it, but he can't get it on target.
57 minutes gone. Leicester 1, West Brom 0. You sense there's going to be a few more moments at both ends. As Dewsbury Hall couldn't control that, otherwise he might have broke, and instead it's with Wallace on the edge of the box for Wallace, for West Brom, into Furlong. Furlong's ball, they've missed again! It's Diangana this time, who's poked wide from 6 yards. I cannot believe how many opportunities West Brom have had this afternoon, and they still haven't scored.
Well, good play again from Wallace. There's right to Darnell Furlong. He puts it in first time. Everybody's racing back towards goal, but he just pulls it back slightly just to the edge of the 6-yard box.
Vestergaard, that's a really lovely pass up to Dewsbury Hall on halfway, who turns and feeds Mavididi, who is encouraged to run at the fullback. Instead he's laid it back to Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall, clip pass, and Ndidi was arriving, headed away by Townsend, only as far as Fatawu here. Fatawu back to Chowdhury. That's a poorer ball in. West Brom clear. Vestergaard wins it back though, and here is Fatawu after 64 minutes. Leicester have soaked up so much pressure. Fatawu jinking feet to get beyond his man, and the header from Jamie Vardy makes it 2, as Leicester look to take a giant stride perhaps towards the Premier League. Magnificent wing play, and there was Vardy on a pivotal afternoon in the Championship promotion race. Leicester now lead by 2-0.
Well, first of all, fantastic wing play from Abdul Fatawu. We haven't seen a lot of him all afternoon, have we? But when he gets one-on-one with a fullback, Townsend, he just goes past him as if he's not there. There's a little shimmy to the left, he goes to the right, clips it to the back post, and who's there? Jimmy Vardy rises the tallest, and he out-muscles Johnson as well here. Like bang! headed down into the corner, keeper absolutely no chance.
A whole host of chances, some due to some brilliant defending, quite a few due to some questionable finishing. And they're looking here for the ball for Wallace, and Wallace is in, and Jed Wallace has scored, and Leicester's lead is now only one. A defence-splitting pass undid the Foxes, and it's going to be a nervy last 15 minutes now. West Brom have taken one of their moments. Leicester 2, West Brom 1.
Well, he's been trying to make them runs all day, Jed Wallace, in behind Conor Cody. I think it's Nathan Chalobah with a pass. It's a lovely way to pass. You just see the run here, and Cody's he's a little bit slow to react to Wallace's run. Lovely way to pass from Chalobah to find him, and he runs off the back of Cody. You've got to say Conor Cody has to track that run a little bit quicker.
And then Chowdhury clears to Daka, who couldn't bring that one under control, and Diangana here just helps it back to Chalobah without a minute and a half of the 6 additional minutes. Kipre square to Bartley. Everybody apart from Alex Palmer is inside the Leicester half. Swift again, running now at Winks, beyond Winks, speculative effort. Oh, he caught that nicely. It's flown wide, not by a great deal, and there were a few who could barely watch as that left the right foot of John Swift.
Well, you know what he's going to do here, and Harry Winks just too square under the ball, just lets him cut inside him.
On we go. And Abdul Fattah, who is told by Cody and Vestergaard exactly where to go to get back into the game. Referee blows his whistle. We're over the 6 additional now. Chowdhury throws it forward. Header is won by Townsend, flicked on by Bartley, who's playing like a centre forward now. Now Kipre up towards the edge of the box. Justin is there. It falls for Diangana. Fast wallops it away. Only as far as Palmer. Leicester say surely that has to be that. But the referee is going to let the game go on. Palmer with one more aerial assault. It drops down here for Townsend. Townsend crosses in, blocked by Chowdhury. All eyes on the referee. Winks is so brave there. Free kick. And Enzo Maresca turns around and says that has to be that. Carlos Corberán shakes his hand. He believes it's over. But until the referee blows his whistle, we won't know. Kipre is going to be booked here for complaining. It is all happening down below us. Mads Hermansen is whipping up the supporters. He's going to take this free kick. The referee has his whistle to his mouth, and Leicester have won. They are back top of the table. They've moved on to 91 points. And there are joyous scenes all around us at King Power Stadium. What a game. Khun Top looks like he's been through every emotion possible, and so have 30 other thousand Leicester fans. So have those who played the game as well. What a win. A goal in the first half from Wilfred Ndidi, one in the second from Jamie Vardy, had them 2-0 up. But West Brom got one back. They missed a host of chances, but they couldn't find an equaliser. 3 more enormous championship points for Leicester City. They've beaten West Brom.